I won't let you do this!
Your betrayal is not surprising. You always were a disappointment.
The feeling is mutual, you fucking prick!
You know you can't stop this, son.
Hi lovelies, it's Pi here, welcome to my channel. In here I'll post speed paints, some animatics of my OCs maybe, and art tips to help you guys out in your art journey. If you're looking for some advice or just cool art from a bored art student, here's the place for you. So, one of these days I found a very old drawing of mine. It was a SALLY FACE FANART, well, a Travis Phelps FANART inspired by the song Crucified by Army of Lovers. I think I made it in 2020. I'm not sure, but this was the time I was in my peak Sally Face era. Oh well. Speaking of Sally Face, the fandom seems to be reviving these days, which is great. I think it's due to the upcoming Sally Face 2, which I'm super excited for. I was insane when I first heard the news back then. So, in honor of the second game being in development right now, and the amount of sick edits I've been seeing of the first game since the fandom is coming back from the dead, I'll remake the drawing, digitally and in my new style. So, as you can kind of see here, I decided to make Travis split in two. Kinda like those drawings we used to make in Tumblr back then, you know? With the two sides of a character. I wanted to make him half his younger self and his older self in the quote, which in my head looked really cool. However, it didn't turn out as well as I thought it would, so I decided to stick with just our older boy. As for the colors, I chose to stick a bit with the original vibe, except make it darker or dramatic, so I would really be able to feel his pain, how the devourers of God were trapping him, how his father was trapping him. By the way, gotta hate Kenneth Phelps. He gave my precious all the religious trauma in the world, and for what? If I catch you, Kenneth, I swear to God. Anyway, ranting aside, because Travis is literally my biggest fan from this game. A great way to make pieces more dramatic or darker is to really power up that shading. The more intense the shading is, the more dramatic it would feel, trust me. I didn't do it as much in this piece, but I'll show you some examples so you get what I'm saying right now. It really is a shame that young Travis didn't make it, but it just worked out better this way. The crucifix necklace in here is something I wanted to keep because it really says just so much about his character. He was a church kid, pastor's son type of thing, and his abusive father's ideas about religion were imposed to him since a very young age. He bullies Sal and his gang because they, quote unquote, are a bunch of homos. God doesn't love you, so why should I? I'm sorry, that was my best Travis impression. But in reality, he was attracted to men himself and was projecting his self-hatred and internalized homophobia into the queerest looking teenagers he found at school. And I just cried back then because I relate to that so much, it's embarrassing. In the end, his dad was just a cult leader summoning a demon that was going to destroy the whole world. Hypocrite much? And here I'm making this weird type of vine thingies to represent the red-eyed demon, which manifests in the game in the form of shadows or some kind of greenish slime. Like when we had to wipe out the Addison apartments in Chapter 4, and all the corrupted appeared with black glue around them. The brush I'm using here for this effect is dry ink. Oh boy, now we're in the text part. This was very hard to do, as I kind of suck at drawing wood, but I think it turned out great. I tried to keep it as faithful to the original as I could, because I really liked how I did it back then. The thorns and the blood was an idea I kept that reminded me of actual crucifixion in the Bible. Now for an art tip while I paint that bloody mess over there. Artists, use the liquify tool of your program. This really saved me so many times when I needed to move something without ruining all the layers underneath, to make something smaller, bigger, etc. This is just so useful, so make sure to take advantage of all of your tools. Ironically, the blue text was the hardest to decide how I would remove. No, really. I have no clue what type of fun would make it look like, but thankfully you don't have to see that struggle in the sped up version. Now I'm adding some shadows here and there with multiply, fixing whatever I need in the background, and our piece is finished.
I'm crucified, crucified, like my Savior, saved like behavior, the lifetime I pray.
And here it is. Thank you so much for watching until the end. And if you have any ideas for me to make or want to ask for art tips about something specific, please do in the comments. Be sure to follow my other social media, especially my Twitter, where I post most frequently. Take care everyone, and I'll see you soon. Mwah. Bye!